everybody, Foxy PvP here, and today we are going to be doing a Legion 7.1.5 Windwalker Monk PvP guide. So basically in this guide I'm going to be covering your burst rotation, I'm going to be covering your artifact weapon, I'm going to be covering your stat priority, your talents, and all that good stuff. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. And I'll be covering over the spells as well. So let's go to the spells first. First one is Blackout Kick. Kick with a blast of chi energy, dealing 169,000 physical damage. Crackling Jade Lightning. You only really want to use this. It's a great knockback, so you can kind of troll with it in like BGs, like say Eye of the Storm. If someone's on the edge, you can chain lightning them, and then Crackling Jade Lightning, I'm sorry, and then they could sometimes knock them back. It has a chance to knock them back, so it's kind of fun. I've knocked a few people off into the abyss there, and they're really pissed off. So Detox removes all poison and disease effects from the target. This is really effective against assassination rogues who have heavy bleeds and affliction locks who have heavy dots. So anybody with dots or like a S priest, you can dispel this. And also, let me see. I actually go over macros as well because I have a bunch of macros for this month as well. So we'll get into that. Disable reduces the target movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. Duration refresh by your melee attacks. Target already snared will be rooted for 8 seconds instead. So obviously in PvE it's going to be rooted for 8 seconds. In PvP it's 2. So basically if I come over here to this target and I go, oh, wrong one. That's leg sweep. But if I go ahead and disable, you see that his movement slowed by 50%, and I do it again, and now he's rooted for 8 seconds here in PvE. So it's a really, really good root. In PvP, it's only for 2 seconds, so it's not quite as good, but it's still great for appeal or for certain honor talents that I'll go over here in a little bit. You can increase your range of disable in certain occasions, blah, blah, blah. Effuse, this is your healing spell, so a fast, efficient spell healing the target for 117k. So you just cast Effuse on yourself, whatever, got a little 243, 117, blah, 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 and that's that. So then you got Energizing Elixir, chugging Energizing Elixir, refilling your energy and chi. So if I have no energy and no chi, and I need to get to top, I just pop this and I have full energy and full cheese. So that's really good for the talents we're running. Fist of Fury pummels all targets in front of you, dealing 823k over 3.6 seconds, can be channeled while moving. Flying Super Kick Sword, this is what Flying Super Kick is, just right here, this little animation. It's great for mobility. And you got Healing Elixirs, this is a talent. Drink a Healing Elixir, healing you for 50% of your maximum health. So if you're down 75%, whatever, you're down to, I don't know, let's say 50%, you use this, you get a pretty good heal, and it's spammable as well. So you can use it whenever you want, or Healing Elixir will automatically trigger if you drop below 35% health. So if you save them and you're dropping below health, you need something to back you up, your healer's not getting enough heals, well bam, you just got a 50% extra health, you go back down to 35%, bam, there you go, you're back up 15% health. So this is another talent. You got Gwyn, the White Tiger, summons a Figgy, I don't even fucking know what that means, of Gwyn for 45 seconds, all that crap. He does a shit ton of damage. I love it. Leg Sweep, another talent, knocks down all enemies within 5 yards, stunning them for 5 seconds. Paralysis, incapacitate that word, the target for 1 minute, limit 1, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know how much, it's not 1 minute in PvP, it's like 4 seconds. So that's that right there. And then let's go to page 2. Trying to go through these really quickly because they're not quite as important. Just trying to go over the spells for anybody who's new to Windwalker and who doesn't know the talents and all that stuff. So Provoke, you don't need to worry about that as a Windwalker. It's for tanking. This is your res. If you cast it and you res someone. Rising Sun Kick, kick upwards, dealing 382,000 damage and reducing the effectiveness of healing on a target for 10 seconds. Roll, you roll a short distance. There you go. That's a roll right there. This is your interrupt, jabs the target in the throat, interrupting spellcasting. So if this guy's sitting over here, he's a healer, and he's spamming heals off, and he's about to die, you just jab him in the fucking throat, and you interrupt him real quick. Spinning crane kick, so this is only usable at 3 chi, so let me get 3 chi here, and then I can go ahead and use that right there. So it's an AoE ability, and it's really fun. So this is your SEF, Storm, Earth, and Fire. Excuse me. Split into 3 elemental spirits. So this is right here. This is Storm, Earth, and Fire right there. And you just start doing a bunch of fucking damage. It's ridiculous. I love it. It's spammable. So when you use it once, if you want them to attack a different target, you just double click it. You want to come back here. It's gone now, but when you use it, you double tap. That way they will both focus on one target at a time, and they're not all over the map. So in BGs, you just double tap and they'll be on that target. If they get off, you just double tap. If you go into someone else, you just double tap again until they're gone. This is your artifact. Strike with one more. Strike with both fists of heavens at all enemies in front of you, dealing 1,094,184 damage, reducing movement speed by 50% for 6 seconds. So usually when I do this, I'm gonna use my healing elixir here. I'll go ahead and use that. Their movement speed is reduced, so then I hit them with a disable. So that's 100% because it's stacked there. It's 100% reduced movement speed for that 8 seconds. So I'll always try to use Strike of the Wind Ward and then automatically use my disable. That way they're slow as fuck and they just can't do anything. And then once the Strike of the Wind Ward ends, I'll root them with another disable and all that stuff. So, and then you got Tiger Palm. This is generates 2 chi. Tiger Palm has an 8% chance to make your next blackout kick cost no chi. Whenever this comes up and this right here, whenever this glows up, use it. It's free. Whatever. Just put it into your rotation. Tiger's Lust, it's a talent. Increases a friendly target's movement speed by 70% for 6 seconds. So I can use it on myself. I can use it on anybody I please. Touch of Death. They did a rework of this in Legion. It used to be that you could only apply it to them at I was thinking it was like 20% health or something like that. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Use an ancient Pandaren knowledge of antimony. I don't know, fucking whatever. And will take damage equal to 50% of your maximum health. So you just apply that right there, and it's a dot. So basically, it's not really a dot, but it just ticks after a few seconds. So after a few minutes. So right there it did 1.7 mil damage. Obviously it's on a target dummy, so it's gonna do more. Touch of Karma. This is your bread and butter right here. This is your bread and butter. All damage you take is redirected to the enemy target as nature damage over 6 seconds. Damage cannot exceed 50% of your maximum health. Last 10 seconds. So basically, with an honor talent or with an artifact trait, when you use Touch of Karma, any damage that is being directed onto you will heal you. So basically, if you're going up against an assassination rogue, he's getting you pretty fucking low. You're like 10% health. You karma. You do not detox his bleeds off. Make sure just let him apply all his bleeds. Karma him, and those bleeds will heal you to full. Once you're full health, you go ahead and detox those bleeds off, and you're good to go. Transcendence. So if I place this here, that's your Transcendence, and then you got your Transcendence Transfer, which is right here, and then you just hit that, and you're back over here. It's a great using ability. And you got Whirling Dragon Punch, is another talent. So the thing with this talent is you have to have Rising Sun Kick, and you have to have Fist of Fury on cooldown to be able to use it. So it's right here. This little animation was what Whirling Dragon Punch is. And you got Zen Flight. All these other ones aren't really anything. The Zen Flight, you just come over here to this person right here, and you can get it from her, I believe. Yeah, Meditation Manual, Zen Flight. So it's just 50 gold. It's easy to go. So those are your spells, and now we're gonna move into the talents. So right here on the first tier, we got Chi Burst, Eye of the Tiger, and Chi Wave. Last expansion in 7.1, I was going Chi Wave, Tiger's Lust, Energizing Elixir, Leg Sweep, Healing Elixir, Hit Combo, and Serenity. With the new patch 7.1.5, I want to make this video because the Gwen and Whirling Dragon Punch and SEF have been reworked. It actually does more damage now. And plus, Serenity is very, very easy to counter. I found out very, very quick. Serenity, it just doesn't work against many people. Hit combo, in certain situations you want to take hit combo, and it just depends. Most of the times Gwen is a lot better, and it just does overall more damage, and it puts more pressure on their healers. So for the first tier, you got Eye of the Tiger is what I'm going with. Tiger Palm also applies. Eye of the Tiger, dealing 58,000 nature damage to an enemy and 54,000 healing to the monk over 8 seconds. So basically, this is a passive heal and a dot on the enemy target at the same time. The next tier, we got Cheat Torpedo. As a Windwalker monk, you don't need Cheat Torpedo. That's for Mistweaver. Tiger's Lust is what Windwalkers need to go for. Increases a friendly target's movement speed by 70% for 6 seconds and removes all roots and snares. So if you're snared, if you're slowed, you can use your Tiger's Lust. If you're rooted, you can use your Tiger's Lust and get out of it and stay on the target. So if like say a mage roots you, you can use Tiger's Lust. You get right back on them, etc. and all that stuff. Celerity is fucking retarded. I don't like it at all. Energizing Elixir, chug an energizing elixir, refilling all your energy and chi. This is the one I go for no matter what. That way I can keep constant pressure on the enemy target, especially you need it when you're rolling SEF, just so that way you can actually effectively burst. Ascension, it's not really that great. The energy regeneration is okay, but it's just not my cup of tea. I've rolled it a couple times, but I didn't really like it. Power Strikes is probably the worst talent I've ever seen. I don't even know why it's a talent. Every 15 seconds, your next Tiger Palm generates 1 additional chi. So that's what, 4 chi in a minute? That's just terrible. Fuck that. Anyway, Healing Elixir. Get it. Drink a Healing Elixir, healing you for 50% of your maximum health. It's one of your defenses. It's one of your defensive heals. You don't have much healing as a Windwalker monk. So, I mean, your Effuse does a little bit, but not much. So Healing Elixir really does help you out and your healer. Diffuse Magic kind of rework. It's actually better. It has a less. It used to be a 2-minute cooldown. Now it's a 1.5-minute cooldown, but it's still not valuable to get, unfortunately. Dampen Harm is just. I mean, it's a 2-minute cooldown, and this is a 30-second recharge, and it's a heal. Like, why would you not go this? Rushing Jade Wind. It got a rework, and now it sucks really bad. For Windwalkers, I don't know. I just never really took it as a Windwalker. I kind of take it sometimes as a Mistweaver. I don't Mistweave. So don't listen to me on that. I just did it just to fucking do it. I roll with Gwen. It's the best talent right now. In certain situation, it is. I haven't actually come across this situation that right now hit combo is better than Gwen. Maybe against a Resto Druid, maybe, but Gwen is still, it does a crap ton of damage, so I'm rolling Gwen right now. But hit combo, if you want to roll that, each successful attack that triggers combo strikes in a row grants 2% increased damage, stacking up to 8 times. So that's okay, you know, it's pretty good. Chi Orbit, it's a piece of shit. Whirling Dragon Punch, if you go SEF, you're gonna roll this, obviously. So, this is the only talent right now in this tier that I'm rolling. Serenity is it's not reliable. It's just bad overall now because it's just everybody can counter it. You pop Serenity, everybody's like, oh my god, he's blue. All right, polymorph him. 7 seconds. Well, fuck. Now I gotta wait 1.5 minutes because now my fucking burst is gone. Fuck. Fucking retarded. Anyway, on to honor talents. Gladiator's Medallion. That's what I'm rolling right now. I like to control when I trinket. But, certain situations, I don't ever take adaption. Fuck that. Because if I get polyed, and it instantly trinkets it, I get polyed again. I don't want to poly that. I don't want to trinket that first poly. I don't want to trinket any of those. So, what the fuck? But Relentless. Duration of incoming crowd control, effects reduced by 20% is really good because I am an orc. So orcs have a racial called, they have this racial called Blood Fury, increases your melee attack power by that much, 2.2. It's pretty good. I like it. And then you have, where is it? Hardiness. Racial passive. Duration of stun effects reduced by an additional 20%. So 20% plus 20% is 40%. So you got a 40% reduced stun duration, which is good. But in most situations, you really want that trinket. Well, in some situations, but as an orc, I usually run Relentless, to be honest. Hardiness, never run it. I'm hardly ever above 80% health, and if I am, it's just not worth it. Reinforced armor, I usually roll this in 2s, just because 2s usually go fast, and it gives me that increased health. Now, I will run sparring a few times in 2s, just depending on the comp. Let's say like back in 7.1, I was running sparring when it was a melee cleave. Right now, I'll run, if there's like 2 melees and 2s and rated 2s, I'll run sparring. That way, your physical melee attacks have a 20% chance to be blunted, dealing 50% reduced damage. But usually, I'm running reinforced armor for 2s. For 3s, I'm running sparring. You got Yulon's Gift, using Flying Serpent Kick will dispel all snares effects when you use. So not only do you have this, roll doesn't do it anymore, never mind. Not only do you have Tiger's Lust, now you have Flying Serpent Kick to get you out of snares as well. So that's a really good one. Eminence reduces the cooldown of your chances by 5 seconds. Fast Feet reduces the duration of snares by 20%. Sometimes, it just depends on the comp, honestly. But usually, you want to go with this because it's a spell. You need more dispels. You only have 3 now. Well, with this talent, you have 3. Without it, you have 2. So, Control the Mist. Every 10 seconds, Effuse can be cast instantly. Each chi spent reduces the remaining time by 1 second. So this is actually a really cool talent that I really wish was not in this tier. I really kind of wish it was like in, I don't even know. I wish this was a talent choice. Like, instead of maybe like, I don't know, all these are really viable. Anyway, I don't know why they would have to, I wish they would just give us this as like a regular passive because it's so good. But unfortunately, you need to take Fortifying Elixir, turns your skin to stone, which is this right here. Oh, I can't use it because it's an art talent. Whatever. Turns your skin to stone, increases your current maximum health by 20% and reducing damage taken by 20%. So it's really good. Zen meditation. It used to be 5 Zen moment. They used to be 5 chi. I used to never take it. 3 chi now. So it's kind of a viable, really, source. The only thing is that it reduces the effect every time you get hit or something like that. So I don't really know. Fortifying Elixir lasts a lot longer, and it just seems to save me more than it did when I was running Zen moment. Tiger Style. I can't show you, I'm not in comment. The Agile Essence of Zwin infuses your Flying Serpent Kick, allowing you to control the winds during flight. So basically, you just use Flying Serpent Kick and you can move wherever you fucking want, just go wherever you need to go. And then you got Disabling Reach. So Disabling Reach now has a 10-yard range, and yeah, so instead of me not being able to get them right here, I have to go all the way up just to get them. Okay, well, now I'm in combat. Well, fuck me. Okay. Alright, well, anyway, once I get out of combat, I'll show you. Then you got Ride the Wind, Flying Serpent Kick. It's just like, you use it, and then you Flying Serpent Kick, and it leaves like this pathway. I just never really rolled it. It seems kind of stupid, but anyway, here's this. So, I can now use it from this range. It used to be from like this range, but now it's here instead of being up on him like that. But, it's pretty good still. So, yeah. No, wait, no. I was wrong on that. It's right here. Here's 10 yards, I think. No, I think this is 10 yards. This is about 10 yards right here is where you can use it. I forgot I'm not in PvP. Then you got Heavy-Handed Strikes is the only one you can take. I really hate that we can't use this, but oh well. Heavy-Handed Strikes, your first strike of Fist of Fury knocks targets to the ground, stunning them for 4 seconds. Fist of Fury has a 5-yard increased range. So those are the honor talents. Now we're going to go on to our artifact weapon. So, as you can see, I'm full on everything. So, really, the way I went with it is I went this way, but I went this way too. So I went here, got these, and I went around, got this, and then and I got this one, and then I waited to get all this. But I came around, I went here first, and then I went here, immediately grabbed Touch of Karma, and then I came this way, and I went this, and then got this, and then I came back all the way around here, all the way around, got this, and then made my way back over and finished with this one. So Gale Burst, let me talk about that. Increases damage done by Touch of Death by 10% of all damage you dealt to the target during that duration. So basically, I use Touch of Death, and let me just show you here what it'll do. There we go. So I use Touch of Death here, and then I go ahead and just do my old burst. You got 3 seconds left. Let's look on the side here, see how much it does. And so it did 2 million instead of the 1.7 earlier. So it's a little bit more damage, you know. So it's pretty good, honestly. But I didn't burst fully like I could have, but still it does a lot of damage. So yeah, it's really useful to get that as fast as you can. Another thing, during the Fist of Fury wind sprint, wind sprint increases you. What? Oh, Wind Spirit. Images of your attack, your Fist of Fury targets for total. So that basically, this is what that is. Hold on. Let me just show you. So when I Fist of Fury, see these little spirit things coming out? It does extra damage. It's like, this is so cool. I like it. I like it so much. I'm such a nerd. Anyway. Alright, so then you got Rising Sun strikes the second time for additional 25% increased damage. So I'm coming over here, and then see that it went ahead and did it twice in a row. So that's the way you go for that. And then I think that's all of that. Now we're gonna go into the burst rotations. Alright guys, so now that our CDs are reset, we're gonna show you the burst rotation for the Windwalker monk. So the minimum you can have is 2 chi. We're going to get 2 chi, but Tiger Palm because I can do it a different way. Tiger Palm, Paralysis, Touch of Karma, Leg Sweep, SEF, which is this right here, and then you're gonna pop Zwin, Rising Sun Kick, Energizing Elixir, Strike of the Living Ward, Fist of Fury, and then yeah. So it's 10 seconds, it's 10 button rotation. It looks like this right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, open up with the end cap right here, and I have time because it's a 50 seconds, so I'm just kind of thinking here. So Touch of Death, Leg Sweep, SEF, Zwin, and then everything else. So Rising Sun Kick, Energizing Elixir, and then Strike of the Living Ward, Fist of Fury, and then Whirling Dragon Punch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a lot. So it's a lot to think about when you're doing it. So basically, you just come in. We'll do it on this target right here. Just go ahead and get rid of all my chi right here. There you go. You get 2 chi. You end cap. You go ahead and TOD, which is Touch of Death. Leg Sweep, let's pretend I had it. SEF, and then you pop Zwin. Rising Sun Kick, let's pretend I have, you know, the Energizing Elixir. Let me just get full right here, and you go ahead and Strike of the Living Ward, Fist of Fury, and then as you can see, well, this came off, but now you Whirling Dragon Punch. So it's easy right there. So you go in, get 2 chi, Tiger Palm to get that 2 chi because it generates 2 chi. You go in, you Paralysis for the gap closer, you Touch Death, Leg Sweep, SEF, Zwin, which is your Tiger, and your Spirits. So you SEF, Zwin, Rising Psychic, Energizing Elixir, Strike of the Living Ward, Fist of Fury, and then Whirling Dragon Punch once Fist of Fury is over. So I'm going to do it one more time for you here once my cooldowns come off. I don't really care about TOD, I just care about this one right here. So we're going to come in here, we're going to Tiger Palm, end cap, we're going to pretend TOD, Leg Sweep, SEF, Zwin, Rising Psychic, Energizing Elixir, Strike of the Windward, Fist of Fury, and then you're going to come in here right when it's done channeling, and you're going to Whirling Dragon Punch just like that. So if you guys liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's my Windwalker Monk PvP Legion 7.1.5. Thanks guys, appreciate it. So anyway, these are my sap macros for my arena. So the sap arena 1, sap arena 2, sap arena 3. So the slash cast, bracket at arena 3, and bracket, and then paralysis. This is my Serentiy Burst macro. So I just got slash cast Serenity, slash cast Blood Fury. This is my SEF Burst macro, the slash cast Storm, Earth, and Fire, slash cast Blood Fury. This is for Mist Weaving, so you don't really need that as Windwalker, so we're just going to skip that. This is my Dispel macro, so hashtag show tooltip slash cast at arena 1 Detox. Actually, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. At party 1, there we go, party 1 Detox. Effuse slash cast at party 1 Effuse. So basically, if I'm in a party and I'm in an arena and my party 1 needs to be healed, I can just sit there and slash cast Effuse. This is really for 2s. For 3s, I use this as well, but I use it for the other DPS. I'll use it either change this as party 1 to party 2 or whatever that I need. So then I got my focus paralysis macro, which is right here. So I come over here and I could just hit shift and I could be on a different target, and he's my focus target, and I'll sap him, but I'm really on him. So it's great. And then I got my focus karma. So slash cast bracket target equals focus in bracket touch of karma, and this way that I can go ahead and if I press Z, I will karma him. So instead of him, but I'm targeting this one. So it's really useful. So if I'm getting damage down, if I'm on the healer and I'm getting DPS down by their warrior, okay, then I'll come over here. I'll put my Shift D, which I'll go to that macro soon. Hit Shift D, and it'll change my focus just by hitting it twice. Just like this. It's really useful for PvP, which I'll get to that macro in a second. Then I got my focus kick macro, hashtag show tooltip slash cast bracket at focus in bracket spear hand strike. So that's your focus kick. This is for mist weaving. The rest is for mist weaving. And then I got my focus. This is my last macro. This is your focus one. This is where I come over here and I could just change just by double tapping my focuses to whoever I want to focus now. So that's slash cast, slash focus, brackets at focus, blah, 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 blah. I'll have all these macros in the description below, so that way y'all can just copy and paste if y'all need it. Just as simple as that. So yeah, so that's the end of my video now. So I hope you liked it. If you liked the video, please leave a like and a thumbs up. Comment and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing and all that good stuff. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.